the Yemenis, right? So that's what it's talking about. Say, make it. Hey, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, right? Even Chernobyl, where they had that nuclear meltdown. You can't go live over there. You go in there. The what do they call it? The Geigen count. You'll start growing a goddamn third arm out of your chin, man. Right? They're making the world as a wilderness, cutting down all the forest. The animals are just washing up on the shores dead. All right. Birds fucking dropping out of the sky. Hey, you can look at it. Go on YouTube and look at birds just dropping out of the sky. And just flocks of them, herds. What do they call them? Fleets. Flocks of birds. Hundreds. They'll just drop out of the sky. They'll just die right on the spot. Just drop dead on the ground.
Whales beaching themselves.
Yep.
Fish. Just millions. You know.
And then there's an island out in the middle of the ocean, 2 times the size of Texas. It's just plastic, pure plastic. Just an island, fucking just plastic.
Plastic island. That's what you Edomites have contributed to the world. Death and plastic. That's it. Death, homosexuality, and plastic.
It says that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all them.
Yeah, he don't open the house of his prisoners. What is he? That's why in the back of the dollar bill, what do you got? You got the pyramid. Which represents what?
Bondage.
Slavery, bondage, Egypt. Exactly. And hey, and who is Esau? He's modern day who?
Pharaoh.
He's modern day Pharaoh. And what did Pharaoh? Pharaoh didn't want to let the people go. Right? And so what did the Most High do? Plague the shit out of Egypt. This is the new Egypt. Hey, get Satan. Go to 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter. All right? Because Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to smite Egypt with plagues again as before. Why? Because you don't want to open the house of the prisoners, man. You don't want to open up the prison houses, right? Which you have Jake locked up in their minds. All right, Jake's in the sunken place, man. You watch that movie Get Out? All right, Jake's in the sunken place, man. They're just dead fucking zombies, man. All right?
Because you indoctrinated Jake with all types of philosophies. These schools, that's another prison house, man. Because here it is, Jake will go to school and learn nothing but lies. Learn nothing but lies and be correctionalized into your standard, your way of life. It was hella long ago, you know, when you first come into the truth and you want to wake everybody up. I was telling this Nicaraguan woman, she's from the tribe of Zebulon, I was like, you know, because Jake was, you know, Jake, everybody starts off like that. Spirit's on you so hot, you got to tell somebody. Okay? And she was like, oh, now she's all into school. She's all into school and living the Edomite way of life. Okay? It's jacked up, but that's the truth. You know?
And hey, just like the elder Quanah Walton was talking about when we were at the big camp. He said he was talking about black history. He said where black history starts with slavery. That's where black history starts.
Yep.
With Esau, Edom, man. Starts with slavery. So-called black history starts with slavery.
Yeah.
You're just a bunch of children of slaves, man. They don't let you know about the Dark Ages.
Yeah, because you ask any Jake, where do you come from? Or what do you know about where does it all begin? It all begins with slavery. They were somewhere in Africa.
Yeah.
They were somewhere, they'll just say Africa because they don't even know.
Yeah, this is to say Africa.
They were somewhere swinging on a tree in Africa, and the next thing you know, they end up in a slave ship. They don't know. My people did not know, they do not consider, man, that they do evil, man, when they come up here scoffing, talking about things they don't know about, man. Okay?
That's what Esau breeds, man. Ignorant people.
Breeds blacks and Latinos, man.
Yep.
Blacks and Indians and Hispanics. That's what he breeds.
It's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than arguing with somebody that's self-righteous, all right, A self-righteous, highly intelligent person that's never picked up a book. It doesn't look anything. He'll watch YouTube videos. Oh, I get this all the time talking about the scriptures. YouTube videos, and that's it. And then I'll school him. I'll bring out the Bible. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I never read the Bible. Like, it's obvious, fool. You know. But
Yeah.
you're quick to argue. You shut the fuck up real fast when you find somebody that actually reads.
Yeah, when Jake's came up here, and then you asked him a question, bro. As soon as if it would have been beautiful, we got on camera because when you asked that big Jake the question, bro. As soon as you asked the question, I seen the knot in his throat, like because he didn't know the answer.
Yeah.
You know, and then he had to bring out something else to veer away from it. You know, which I mean, that's what we're out here to do is to teach. So we're not gonna mock or say anything bad about Jake. It's just, you can see it, man. Like certain people out there, they watch things on YouTube. They'll even watch the truth on YouTube, but they don't even know what the truth is about. You know, they don't even know really what's going on. You know.
Yeah, you want to trap somebody up, right? Hey, because what does it say about the scriptures? It says that they rest, right? Not knowing the scriptures to their own destruction, man. So you want to trap somebody up in the scriptures, start asking them questions. What does this mean? What does that mean? And then you'll find out they don't really know shit. They're just selling wolf tickets, man. That's the thing to do when people come up. All right, I'm gonna read it I'm gonna bring out the scriptures. You break it down to me. You give me the understanding since you know so much. And then what happened? Well, hey, just like that bug out that came up over there in the bay. All right, he started saying, this, that, and the third. And then they start, no, we're going to read it for you. And what did he do? He just started acting crazy. Oh, on Instagram, gotcha. Just started acting like a fucking maniac, dude.
Yeah, they bug out.
They bug out. Because they see, and you know they get cut. They feel embarrassed. That's why they act like fools. You know? There more? Second Ezra 15.
I can continue right here. It says, all the kings of the nations, even all them lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch. And as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet.
Oh, you can just break it down.
Yeah, God, showing you that all the kings of the nations, all these nations, while we're in rulership, after the 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, okay, or as we're ruling, they're going to have their lands. They're going to be in their lands. Yeah, they're going to be in slavery. Yeah, they're going to be perpetual, what would you call it? Perpetual tributaries unto Jake.
Continual employment.
Yeah, there's going to be a continual employment. Like how Esau right now in Babylon, you got to literally work to find, you got to literally beg and cry to get a job to be a slave here. You got Jakes that cry, well, I can't find a job to feed my children. They're crying to want to be a slave for Esau, and they can't do it. But in our kingdom, they're going to be none of that. We're going to find something for you to do. Whether it's just carrying one rock from this side of the street to that side of the street all day, back and forth all day, we're going to have you do something. And that's not going to be the case, but I'm just giving an analogy. There's going to be something to build. There's going to be, bro, I was looking on Google, on the computer, and it said that Esau found a new star somewhere out there that's like blue, and it was referring to a planet. So what do you think all these other planets are going to build themselves up? There's going to be castles on the other planet. Continual employment. They shall sever out men of continual employment.
Yeah, Jake's going to have immaculate technology.
Oh yeah.
Out of this world stuff, man. I mean, just things that are unfathomable here. You know, Esau has mining equipment. They can drill into the earth. Like, they have so many things that has been given to them, handed to them, that make work easier. In the kingdom, you're gonna have very primitive tools. You're gonna get some iron, an iron pickaxe. You're not gonna get no luxury, man. You're not gonna get no automated
Air compressors.
no air compressors, no power drills, no power tools. Nah, man. We might just tell you, I want you to mine this rock out. I need you to do it with your head. Just bash your head into that rock. He was like, that's gonna kill me. I said, look, just do what I told you to do. All right.
Yeah, that's right. You know, and you look at the pyramids, and like we were talking about wonders of the world. The pyramids are still a wonder of the world. The way the Aztecs built the pyramids, all the tribes built their pyramids, they're still wonders. And Esau will say, well, he says aliens did it because it was just so perfected. The blocks and everything were cut out without blemish, and they were using what? Primitive tools. Okay, they didn't have power drills and all that. Okay, and if you look at that Marvel movie, I watched that Thor one, where Thor goes to the Colosseum and he fights Hulk, but it shows you like Asgardian or whatever where they're from.
Yeah.
It looks like what the kingdom's going to be looking like.
I got
golden cities. Going up.
Hey, because you said Esau wants to attribute the pyramids to aliens. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors.
Yeah, and that's what you see right now. Us, all right, the righteous men standing in great boldness, all in your grill. Okay, what did the elders say? On your block until you drop, man. Non-stop on your block till you drop. All in your grill, man. Point blank cursing you out. Okay, the righteous men. And you made no account of our labors, man. No account. Everybody was reincarnated. You had the elect in slavery, man. Building up this shithole society. Okay, and then we built up other kingdoms in the world. And you make no account of our labor, man. You say aliens did it. All right. The Hyksos, which the Hyksos were Jakes anyway. Okay. And in the kingdom, man, we're going to have immaculate castles, man. Referring to Asgard from the Marvel movie, which is Thor and Odin and all their kingdom. It was like ancient world architecture, like castles, but with super out of this world technology. You had crystals that were lasers and electricity flowing through everything. It was dope. Okay, it says the kingdom of heaven is going to have roads of gold that look like glass, man. It's going to look like glass because the sun's going to be just shining off everything, man. And if you had a house made of glass, it would just have hella light going through it. You know? It's going to be dope. It says, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Yeah. So the seed of evildoers shall never be renowned, man. Hey, that's why it says you're going to be chased away like a vision of the night. All right, you're not going to be in remembrance. All right. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. Hey, the same thing we just read, because you put so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in slavery. They built up this shithole into what it is today, and then what? You made no account of his labors. In fact, you're going so far as to saying the same people that built all this are the ones that are the problem in the country.
And you'll turn around and say, you guys were never in slavery. Okay, slavery isn't what you think it is. We actually gave you a home. We fed you, clothed you, nourished you. All we asked of you was that you work 22 hours a day, 20 hours a day, however long it was. They said they had Jakes working so hard that the muscle would come off their flesh from just working so damn hard. You know? Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Hey, you have that old story. There was Andre, what is it? Not Andre the Giant. You know that old story where it was like it was a railroad, right? And they were working on the railroad, and then Esau comes through with like a machine to build the railroad faster. And so pretty much they're taking away Jake's jobs, right? And then they have this dude. He's mining through this thing, and he beats Esau's machine, but at the end of it he dies, man. Showing you that Esau is weak, man. Even Esau having everything that's been given to him still can't beat Jake, man. All right.
One people shall be stronger than the other people, and it also says that we are the former. Our power is the former of all things. Okay, and the rod, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Okay, it says when the Lord really raises up Jake, it says we're gonna sit like a diadem on a king's head, man. We're gonna be so magnified, it's gonna be like a golden crown on the king, man. Okay, you know, when Yahweh Shai really sets him Jake, we're gonna be in a super high level, man, that the world has never seen. When you read in Daniel, when all the kingdoms get destroyed and then Yahushai's kingdom is raised up, it says it's going to be an everlasting kingdom. It's going to be an eternal rulership under the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? Did you have some up?
Yeah, I want to get something.
An eternal rulership, man. With Jake ruling, because we're joined heirs with Yahushai. And then we're going to have spiritual power. So we are going to make you heathens work with the intelligence that we use influencing you, man. Like I was talking to the brother about the word demon. The word demon means influencing spirit, you know, in which we are going to influence. We're demons on the right hand, if you will.
Yeah, go to Revelation 21 and 10.
You know,
Forget that. We're about to wrap it up.
on the right hand, because there's angels on the left, angels on the right. All right, influencing spirits, man. You know, and we're going to influence these nations to do the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to build up his kingdom. Okay, with primitive tools, like the brother said, but we're going to put the thoughts in their mind how we want it done. Build it like this. And it's going to be built.
Revelations 21 and 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and shewed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, having the glory of God, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. On the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city and the gates thereof and the wall thereof, and the city lieth 4 square, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal.
Yeah, just going into the foundation or the building of our kingdom, which is going to be in Jerusalem. And we're going to have a huge city, man. The whole city's going to be decked out, glowing. It's talking about different gemstones right there. Now, when you find flawless gemstones, they're not some little dull ones that you go and you know, like we were looking at stones over there. You know, some of them stones are hella pretty, but they're not flawless. You go and you actually compare a flawless one to one of these, you'll bug out. A flawless one will have like hella different colors shooting out of it. You'll just be mesmerized by it, like, oh shit. That's how the kingdom is going to be, man. And the kingdom is going to be on earth, like it tells you in Revelation 21, I believe, at the beginning of 21. It goes into how you see New Jerusalem coming down from heaven.
That's what he was just reading.
Oh, God.